Hello and welcome to another live stream. If you are new around here, my name is the Diamond Wallet. Today we're embarking on a challenge here in the Long Drive. This challenge was suggested in my stream yesterday, so I thought I'd give it a go. Exclamation mark challenge rules will bring you to the rules page, which are: at every stop I arrive at, I must change into any available vehicle unless physically impossible. Bikes count as vehicles and do not require an engine to be used. I cannot take anything. That should probably be that. I cannot take anything from a previous vehicle apart from those that aren't physically part of it, so I can use a wheel if it's not being removed from the other vehicle. Condition of the vehicle does not matter as long as it runs, and I cannot purposely sabotage the function of a vehicle. And the challenge is to go as far as possible. If I die, season is over. Oopsie daisy. So that's the goals then. To make it a bit more difficult, I'm going to add hunger. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's another thing I've got to be concerned about if I ever have to change to a bike. Now, something else, I can't use OP seeds, which are typically ones where you spawn in a grassland. If I spawn in a grassland, I'm gonna restart. That's not a grassland, because in a grassland there's like a ship there, a workshop over there, but this one seems relatively small, and we've got a pretty decent starting vehicle here. We've got a two-stroke engined mobile. I think. Yeah, the two-stroke. I don't know how to figure out the two-stroke, so we're not going to do that one. Here we are again. Let's check outside to make sure there's nothing OP straight off the bat, which there doesn't seem to be, and we have another two-stroke. Yes. Main menu. Oh no. So look, there's a building already right there. This one seems okay, but again, the two-stroke. I don't want to start with a two-stroke engine. Again, a two-stroke. What is it with this game and just giving me two-strokes over and over again? That's another one. Okay. Let's fully exit out the game then. And then relaunch the game. Start. That's a two-stroke again. I don't want the two-stroke. This game, man. It's gonna take us a while to get to a start. Two-stroke. So the way I know the difference between these two-stroke engines is the one that has two doors is a two-stroke. The one that has all the doors is a normal engine. Look, I can prove it. This one's also going to be a two-stroke. Look, it doesn't have a cooling system, so I don't want to do a two-stroke. That's another two-stroke. Also, with the station wagon vehicle or estate car, the four-door version you can remove the back seats from. I think we might have to start with the two-stroke engine. Look, there's a water tower like right there. Yeah, I think we'll have to start with the two-stroke. As long as it's got... Ah, yes, not a two-stroke, but that is a rock that I can sit on? You can sit on rocks? That's cool. A watchtower, but there's also a ship all the way over there. Look. Okay, let's check out the seed first. By coming out here and having a nice nosy about. Okay, pretty average seed. We've got a front-engined vehicle. Coolant, water. And I think this is the one that refills back here. Yeah, gas. Okay. So we've got to take as much stuff in here as we can, effectively, including food. Gonna make sure we're ready for the journey. Okay. So let's get ready. So this is going to be for the diesel barrel. So I'm just gonna put this on the roof. There we go. Now I can put the barrel in that. Then we need water. That there. And basically I'm gonna eat at every stop I make. Okay, now this. That's a dead rabbit. This is gonna go in here. We don't have a lot of storage in this car. And gas. So I can close that. Open that. Get the gas can. Made the game not happy with me. And then I can close that. Put that in there. This hubcap can come with us, I guess. But because it's wheel related, I'll put it in there. These wheels, I guess, can be put together. Just in case we need them. That's another one. So we have 3 wheels we can use right now. So that's a positive. What's in you? Oil. We need you to go into our engine. I can use the liquids out of this vehicle. I just can't like take physical parts like the engine or the tires or anything like that out of it. But I can take the liquids, otherwise this challenge would practically be impossible. So that's some more oil. We shouldn't need that. This can now close. Seeing as I'm going to be changing vehicles anyway, there's no... That is terrifying. There's no point making sure I've got some decent parts, because once they're put on the vehicle I can't take them off, is the way I'm going to be playing this. And then put that like that. Oh, I missed. I just hummed in the game as well. Why is this not staying? It stayed in my test version, so I know this is supposed to work. But why isn't it? Okay, I guess this just doesn't want to work then. Okay. Guess this just has to go in here then. There we go. Anything up that I might need? Don't need a sponge, don't need a sword. Don't need spray, don't need that 1 litre of water. Don't really need a trophy. There is... oh, there's a siphon. Need you. This siphon can go in here. There we go. And we should be ready to head off. Let's open the doors. Tab, tab, and tab. Okay, now we're ready to go. Okay, let's go. Those sun visors piss me off. There we go. Let's go. To our first stop. I'm not going to stop at watchtowers, it's pointless. They only ever spawn trucks or buses as vehicles. I don't have enough materials to run truck or bus. A bike would be cool then. But I can't take my barrels. So also, yeah, that's another thing. I'm going to have to be careful about what I'm carrying, because if I do need to switch to a bike, I can only take little things because of the basket. So we'll have to see what I can do about that. So I can't purposely sabotage any vehicle. So I can't try and make it run on alcohol as a fuel kind of thing. Or a petrol vehicle run on diesel, that kind of thing as well. So as if I was just normally playing, effectively, I forgot to bring food with me. Out of habit. Shit. Okay, hopefully this first building we come across has some food in it. It's just habit of not having food with me all the time. Because I don't really play with the food function, food and drink function, meaning I'll have to try and find a way to transport water as well. I mean, jerry can, I guess. I'll just drink it out of a jerry can. If my car breaks down and my car is unusable, I will have to walk. That's something I'll have to put in my rules. But walking will also mean leaving everything behind. That's a weird looking rock. So I've got a siphon so I can siphon fuel if I need to. I've got some oil, some water, and 3 tires, 3 wheels I can use. And here's the first building, and it's the one with the kind of garagey thing outside. That's a trailer. Okay, let's have a look at this vehicle, see how complete it is. I cannot take this vehicle. That's unfortunate. However, I can take the trailer. If I can find an engine, that's empty. Any food? Oh yeah, that. Okay. Anything in the fridge? Okay, I'm just gonna take the fridge and put it in the trailer. That's some water. But yeah, that's going into the trailer. What's in you? Empty. Okay. Let's attach the trailer to my car. There we go. Now go get that fucking fridge. Oh, that fits so perfectly. We're gonna sleep and then we're gonna go collect the food. I will be able to take trailers with me. Okay, there we go. Let's go get the food. Croissant. Oh. That's our new fridge. Any other food items? Not here, there's not. There's a door there. So yeah, I don't need doors in order for the vehicle to work. What is? There we go. I will literally just need a working engine and wheels. I think taking this with me is going to be smart, considering I can't take the one that I've got on my car off of my car. And there we go, we have a fridge. Onwards to adventure. Where's the road? Oh, there it is. Okay, new idea. Hopefully, that should fix my fridge issue. It didn't. I'm just hoping that it will fix itself. So I don't want that to happen again. If it doesn't, I'll just have to put the food in the basket and leave the fridge. Sup? How's it going? I gotta fix this. Put this out there again for a second. I'm not doing too bad, actually. Now hopefully that stays. It didn't, did it? No. Okay. Well then I'm going to have to ditch the fridge. So this game is about driving through a post-apocalyptic world. All the food that I collected had fallen out anyway. With killer bunny rabbits. And the challenge I'm doing was suggested to me by someone watching my stream yesterday. So that's why I'm doing this challenge. Which is, I've got to change my vehicle. Oh god, I really need to eat. That's really good for food. I've got to change my vehicle at every stop. Why is that there? That's supposed to be in the backseat. Get back there, you cheating. So it's a fun game. And it's even funner with a challenge. So I have to change my vehicle at every stop. The typical goal is to improve your vehicle, upgrade to something like trucks or buses. But this, what the glitches are done on purpose as well, by the way. For anyone wondering, this game was made to be glitchy. So that, for example, was glitchy. There's stuff in the backstage. It's just this barrel. So it's a silly game. Yeah. So it's interesting. It makes the game more difficult, and you have to survive against deadly bunny rabbits. But yeah, the physics are wonky on purpose. So changing surfaces could literally cause your car to do a backflip. There's nothing good spawning at that watchtower. Yoink. Yep. But yeah, so in this game there's a bike which you can either pedal or attach an engine to. Multiple types of cars, pickup trucks, actual trucks, and buses. There's bendy buses and normal. It's possible to flip your car like mad. I've done it in one of my practice runs. But yeah, so the aim of the game is to get to a certain distance and then the game ends, I'm guessing. Which is like something like 5,000 or something kilometers. So it is a crazy game. It's fun because you never know what will happen. And now I've got the added challenge of every time I come across a vehicle, I've got to make that vehicle work without using pieces of this vehicle. I can only use the pieces I've collected. Why? Why was that at all necessary? Did anything fall out? I'm guessing it's something to do with this trailer that's messing me up. All three wheels are still back there. So for example, I can't use, say, this wheel. I'll have to use these wheels. Or the trailer wheels. I'm going that way. Let's go. Water. We just pee again? Oh, water's fine. Oh, I need to do something. Water fell out. Oh, water's in that barrel. No liquids can fall out of your car. Let me just... Just do that. Don't think anything else fell out. Yeah, my jerry cans are still in here. My food. Pickle Rick. Let's go again. Try and keep it going in a straight line this time. But yeah, tire condition affects everything massively. And the amount of stuff you have in your car that's trying to take. No, I'm not taking my turds with me. It's a funky game, and that's gonna keep happening until I can get a better. Don't worry, I can make another one. Also, I can do this, which is my guy humming, which is kind of scary. But yeah, you start with like just over 2 liters of fuel, a little bit of oil, a little bit of water, and you've got to try and survive effectively. And your car's got to survive. But with mine, the issue is I could switch from, say, a giant truck to a miniature bike, which will become an issue because one, it'll take forever to do anything, and two, I can only take those small things, meaning I can't take this barrel. So it becomes a problem. But as long as I've got my food, I should be fine. This car's really slow. Probably because of that trailer. It's not overheating, is it? There's a lot of white smoke coming out of the car. Take a look. Coolant is fine. Oil is fine. That's interesting. Everything's fine, but the car doesn't like it. Now it won't accelerate. New idea. I know, right? I mean, it's working slightly better. There we go. This seems like an issue. The engine's gonna start smoking again. Oh, there we go, it's smoking again. What the hell? That's got oil in it, like it should. That's got a nice amount of coolant in it, like it should. Is it because of the condition of that? Or the condition of the radiator? I left the radiator in the trailer. I had a spare radiator. Let's just do that. Everything, Ignore it. It will cause my engine to conk out. Which could be bad. Yep, this is the start of the challenge. This is still the starting car. We stopped at one location. It had no wheels and no engine. I've had to remove the front end of this car because the engine isn't working fully. I've made the rules document with the ! challenge rules command. I think the issue was somehow connected to the condition. Now the car's working. Okay, I'm gonna sleep because I don't have any headlights now. No, ! challenge rules. One sec, I'll put it in the chat for you. That one. There we go. I am going to add if my vehicle does stop working, I will have to use walking as my mode of transport. I did have a trailer, but I had to ditch it because of this car's engine. It's got oil, it's got water, and it's got fuel. I think. And I'm guessing it probably technically probably doesn't have much fuel. This car is already having issues. I got 3 spare wheels. So 3 out of 4 ain't bad, but I obviously can't take the wheels off of this car to use. Once a part is used on a vehicle, I can't take it off. I can use the liquids out of the car. Otherwise, it'll be practically impossible. Is any vehicle spawning there? No, so it's pointless stopping. Because all that will be there is like 0.1 litres of gas or oil or something like that. And possibly a gun. Cars work with 3 wheels if desperate. Yep, if desperate. The last car, though, didn't even have an engine. The car that I came across. So, I mean, it also had, like, no doors. But that's not the issue. Cars don't need doors to work. And if it comes to it, and I get a bus, I can just put car wheels on it. If it has an engine. Which is why I was bringing the trailer, so I could put engines that I find in the trailer, so I could use them. Did you use the engine from your car? I can't. I can't use the engine from my car, can I? I can't take parts out of my car to make another car function, so I can't take the engine out. I can't take the wheels off. I can't do any of that. Where is the merch link? I want to buy a Vortex plushie. ! Merch, I think? If you do ! Commands, it should give you my whole list, a link to my whole list of commands. This car is suffering. I really do need... So what did I do? I continued. I couldn't make that car work. It's 2 M's, my guy. C-O-M-M. This car is having issues, and I don't know what those issues are. There you go. There's a lot of commands that aren't relevant to this, so ignore them. This car is probably this barrel that's the issue, but this barrel's full of diesel in case I come across, like, if you have to walk if a car does not work. But you did say if I can't make a car work from the pieces I have, I can use this car. It's when this car dies, or the car that I'm using dies, I will have to walk. There's no vehicle spawning there, so it's pointless stopping. There is no merch. There's no merch link? Oh. Okay. Let me pull over and I'll have a look then. I'll get the link. Let me have a look. Moobot. You're right, there is no merge link. Okay, well I'll get that. You should have it in Vortex Hauling. Merge link's in the Vortex Hauling section. Merch store. Copy link. There's the link. So let's get going again. I eat KFC. I don't really like KFC. Personal preference. But yeah, I don't really like KFC. McDonald's is king. Yeah, the trailer was also just causing issues. I did have a fridge. Kentucky Fried Children. But yeah, so I did have a fridge that had food in it. Food's now on my roof. Oh, I really need to eat. I'll be eating when we get to this location. Is there a vehicle spawning? There is. Let's take a look. The vehicle has no wheels. Or doors. And no engine. Do I have some water in here? Just drink some water. That'll do. Let's put this back in here. And then do some of this. There is a turd there, look. Oh, there we go. I could take this, but it won't fit in my car. What are you? Are you important? Is this important? I would guess not. Some bullets for a gun I don't have. Actually, I know where to put these. No. There we go. So I'm guessing that's not important. We've got some wing mirrors, we've got some paint, some gas. How much gas do I have? 0.9 liters. That could have become an issue. FNAF purple good time. Ooh, no, no. Vehicle. This is not what I wanted to see. Oh, bye. This is not what I wanted to see. Does it have fuel in it? No. Oh dear. I have a siphon. Okay. So what's this full of? This is diesel. Okay, I'm gonna need to start planning things out. I am. How much do you hold? How much do they hold? 3 liters, okay. This is water. You are oil. You are empty. Okay. Cithen is not allowed. What? What is Cithen? Oh, Scythen. The hose, the snake, the worm, whatever you call it. Yeah, the Scythen. Okay. That's fine by me. But can I at least Scythen the useless crap out of this? Wait, will it start like that though? No. It has some fuel, but it's not working. Because it mixed with oil. Meaning I'm gonna have to pedal it. But I want to... You need to move to start it. Okay, let's try that. Oh. It's not working, it's got too much oil in it. And I'm going uphill. It's got far too much oil in it. And it's only got 0.4 litres in the fuel tank. Oh dear. Okay, you should not have stole that gas and put it in your car. Why does it have 7.8 litres of water in it? It has such little amount of fuel. I'm going to be pedaling it. This basket. Going onto the side. Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. Oh. Okay. This is empty, so this is useless. This is more oil. This is water. That's diesel. So this is useful to bring. The water is also useful to bring. However, it's probably not gonna fit. Hmm. How many liters? 2.4. What do you have in you? Get that oil out of here. I'm gonna put... Is that the sound that they make when they're coming after someone? Okay, I'm not seeing any dangers. So this... goes in there. And then this can go... like that. Okay, that's done. It's a shame about the engine. And it's a shame about all these wheels. But... those wheels are not very good quality. Time to go. Does they have a headlight now, though? I'm gonna have to stay on this kind of like gradient until the road flattens out. Yeah, that's not working. At least I can see everything I've got. That siphon's in there, look. At least I'm not using any gas, though. Okay, I think now's a good time to do this. Apparently... I know, right? Apparently... rabbits can't get you if you're in a seat. That's something I've heard. Not something I've tested. Probably be better if the bike run over a rabbit. My god, this bike wouldn't even get fast enough to do anything to a rabbit. Oh, my hunger's going down really quick. I will just get bonked. Oh, I don't like the shaking. I don't like two-stroke engines. This is funny, but it's scenic. I mean, I am going to have to stop to eat food at some point. Hopefully not right now. I mean, I could just pick this up and put it on the road. Starting it again will kill my speed. It's not going to work. There's too much oil. And there's only 0.4 liters. And like 38% of it is oil. So nearly half of it is oil. Hey, look, the UFO. For a nice arm, I know, right? Look how buff I am. UFO. So the UFO acts as an EMP. So it like stops engines from working. And it also apparently breaks the sound. Does it sound a horn? It does! You can actually, apparently, I've heard but not tested as well, you can apparently get in the UFO. Or at some point get a UFO. This horn though. This horn. Okay, my hunger and drinking is fine for now. If he doesn't make it up this hill, I'm just gonna pick it up and put it back onto the road. Like so. Get off. Bye bye bike. Pick up the bike. Pick up the bike. I regret my decision. Isn't just walking faster? Probably. But I'm more at risk of getting killed by a rabbit. I mean, you can't say I'm not making it. No, it will kill me. My gun's not even loaded. Hey, it stands on its own now. Onwards to adventure! With this loud ass horn. Let's go! In theory, this should be easier to maneuver than a car. Well, downhill will be fun. And when I finally get a good engine in this thing. Let's go! However, if I do hit something, I am so gonna die. Hello, bunny. Bye-bye, bunny. I'm nearly doing 40 kilometers an hour on a bicycle. I think I have this type of bike in my basement from Grandpa. All rusty and shit like that. The tires aren't the best. I will put car tires on this thing. If I find a car I can't get working. Oh. Guess that's a good thing. Everything is attached. When this thing gets far too quick, it gets unbearably quick. Oh, that was close. No, it's in good condition, but yeah. I am now stuck. There we go. I'm just going to use gravity. Need for Speed Tokyo Drift. God, the shake is horrible. This thing struggles uphill, but it also struggles downhill. I think that's mostly to do with tyre condition though. And the fact that it's not got an engine. Well, it has an engine, it just doesn't work. Okay. This is the one vehicle I did not want to have to use. At all. If that car at the front had worked, I would have used the car at the front. But it didn't have an engine. This does. I'm hoping we come across a... There's a building there. Can't tell what that is. Just too much shaking. Another downhill section. Hopefully one that works with an engine. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Oh shit, I've taken the wheel off. Stay. No. Stay. No. Stay. Oh, that hurts my eyes. I think it's too far off the road for me to go there on a bike. If this works. Oh, it really hurts my eyes. So, that's just a watchtower. The best things to come out of those are trucks and buses. I mean, it worked. Okay. Onwards and forwards, my friends. I just want to drain this engine. Nice gentle cruise on my bike. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, nothing spawning over there. You'd be able to see like a truck or bus from here. Yeah, I don't have the speed for that. Take ship. Oh, there is a ship there. I can't really get anything good from a ship. All there's there are barrels, and I can't even store them on my bike. I struggle as it is, and I've only got 20 litres of diesel and 2 litres of water. Forwards, not backwards. Okay. Sideways. If only that could work. I didn't even notice a ship back there, though. There we go. We've done 42 kilometers on this bike. We've gone quite a distance on the bicycle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over here, and unfortunately that's going to be the end of this stream. It's been an hour. So thank you for coming out and joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!